Now at 6, a Crawford County, Kansas cemetery discovers hundreds of headstone vases are stolen.
Plus, Columbus softball prepares for their first state tournament appearance since 1999.
Also, the Boys and Girls Club of Ottawa County previews this year's summer programming, and
some Joplin residents are protesting a sign that they say conflicts with their reality. I'm Amber Jenkins with the story.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Authorities in northeast Oklahoma investigate a body found in Buffalo Creek. This is KOAM News at 6. I'm Dow Quick. Civilians found the body of a woman in her mid-30s in Buffalo Creek near where it enters the Elk River. She was found in about 6 to 8 feet of water. GRDA officers recovered her body. They've turned it over to the medical examiner's office for processing. An overnight hostage situation in Delaware County, Oklahoma ends with a man dead, apparently from a self-inflicted gunshot. Delaware County authorities said they got a call around 12:30 this morning about a man with a gun inside the home of his estranged wife, north of Grove in the Red Rocks area. Authorities said the residents in the home had a protective order against 55-year-old Gary Combs. The Oklahoma Highway Patrol arrived to assist in negotiations, and they say they heard a gunshot. Shortly after 8, authorities used tear gas and an armed vehicle to get inside this morning. They say they found Combs dead with a single gunshot wound. Other people in the home made it out safely. Some Joplin residents are protesting a sign they say conflicts with their reality. KOAM's Amber Jenkins has details.
There are only 2 genders, and they also said, take back the rainbow. For me, that's a problem.
2 signs were posted at the intersection of East Zoar Street and St. Louis Avenue in Joplin saying that there's only 2 genders and take back the rainbow. McKenna Pulsifer organized a protest near the sign to combat what she calls is bigotry.
So I saw the post Saturday morning around 8 a.m. I was up here by 9. I had made a sign that said, only cowards hide behind signs, because I feel like if you're going to do something like this, you should own it. Own your bigotry.
Seeing the sign upsets Pulsifer, who's the president of a local inclusivity group that hosts gatherings for people in the LGBTQ plus community and other marginalized groups.
I stood out here with my rainbow flag and my sign. All day I had a couple of people join me on their own. The owner did show up. We did speak.
And you say that you're holy and that you are a Christian? That is not Christian talk. That is not accepting.
When I came this morning, the sign had changed.
The owner of the sign, Sid Davis, says he wants to share his truth. Now he changed the sign from there's only 2 genders to promote a March for Jesus event that's happening in the community this weekend.
At no time have I ever said there was anything wrong with anybody who believes something different. So therefore, there's nothing wrong with me or anybody that agrees with what the Bible says.
Davis says everyone has a right to their opinion. He believes he's not hurting anyone by spreading his truth, and he's not planning to change.
Other than they don't feel that I'm nice. And I've never said or done anything overtly, indirectly, implied, nothing.
This situation is not discouraging to Davis. In fact, he's planning to add a crucifix along with the signs.
I've got a deal here. I'm working on a cross, and I'm going to raise up a cross so it can be seen from 2 directions.
Reporting in Joplin, Amber Jenkins, KOAM News.
McKenna Pulsifer says she's working on getting her own sign to post saying, we love you and accept you for who you are. The Garden of Memory Cemetery in Pittsburgh discovered several bronze vases were stolen from headstones over the weekend. This isn't the first time vases have been stolen, as officials say vases were stolen last year on the 4th of July weekend and in October. When one family member came to put flowers on a gravestone today, she noticed their vase was missing. Not only does this affect the cemetery, but the cost to replace the vases can be $300 a piece, and it's up to the families to replace them. The cemetery owners say sometimes she discounts the vases to $260 to accommodate the families.
The vases are a precious bronze metal, and we're not quite sure why people are stealing them, but the idea is probably to make some quick cash, and they're taking them to the scrap yards.
It's not anybody's fault but the person that stole it, but I just feel like that's a horrible, disrespectful thing to do.
A total of 200 vases were stolen. It's been 12 years, precisely, since an EF5 tornado tore through Joplin, killing 161 people. It remains the 7th deadliest tornado in U.S. history. Its wind speeds topped 200 miles per hour. It damaged nearly 7,500 homes, more than 550 businesses. A memorial sculpture now sits in Joplin's Cunningham Park, honoring those who lost their lives. Nothing like that on the horizon, fortunately. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Doug Heddy.
Now, we always want to keep May 22nd on the clean side, especially just 4 years ago we had the EF3 Carl Junction tornado also on this date. Pretty nice for us right now. We have mostly clear skies. A few cumulus clouds have been kind of popping up in Kansas and also into Oklahoma. Severe weather back to our south and to our west. This is not going to make it here tonight, but that wave will affect us over the next couple days, giving us a few pop-up thunderstorms. At least for the evening, it looks pretty good. 77 in Stockton, 77 in Anderson, Welch, 78. We have Independence sitting at 78 degrees through the evening hours, dropping back through the 70s, 60s, eventually into the upper 50s later on tonight. All right, 80s return for us tomorrow. Also, some pop-up thunderstorms are going to return. We're going to be talking about that, looking at your holiday weekend here in just a bit.
See you soon. KOAM is teaming up with community partners to help make sure American flags are properly disposed of and to help you get new ones in your hands. We're hosting a flag swap tomorrow from 11 until 2 at the Jake's Fireworks Building. That address is 3002 North Broadway in Pittsburgh. All you have to do is bring in your old tattered American flag to get a brand new American-made flag free of charge. The American Legion is assisting us in properly retiring those traded-in flags. This is the first flag swap we're hosting. You can find information about others at koamnewsnow.com/flag. Some Southeast Kansas firefighters today got some special training. Regional Rescue Team Task Force 4, which features firefighters from Pittsburgh, Parsons, Chanute, and Iola, trained on working in confined spaces. Part of a monthly training regimen to get them ready for any situation.
Timing is big because you want your guys to all be on the same page when they arrive, knowing what they're going to do it, kind of having a basic plan of what they're going to do. Now, generally that changes quite a bit, but yeah, timing is a big thing on this.
Task Force 4 responds to emergencies including tornado strikes, building collapses, and grain engulfments. Still ahead, we're going to visit the Boys and Girls Club house to preview their summer plans. Plus, job seekers flocked to Neosho for the city's spring job fair. Parents and children got together today at the Boys and Girls Club of Ottawa County, Oklahoma to see what the organization's summer programming has to offer. Throughout the summer, the Boys and Girls Club will host kids on a variety of trips. The summer program also connects local youth with mentors.
The summer program serves about 250 kids every summer. We do lots of fun things. We go on field trips, we swim twice a week, and we serve breakfast, lunch, and afternoon snack every day. So just about keeping kids busy, making sure they're having a fun summer and they can make some friendships, do fun things.
Previous trips included visits to local zoos, skating rinks, and trampoline parks. Some kids in Miami had the chance to get more in touch with the environment. The local Environmental Action Demanded, or LEAD agency, today hosted a summer day camp for children and youth grades 1 through 12. It introduces young people to environmental issues through hands-on activities. Activities included some arts and outdoor exploration.
It's very important to raise young people that have awareness and also an understanding of what they can do. What can they do to protect the environment that we all live in? What can they do? And that's what we're going to put them on track to know.
That camp continues for tomorrow, grades K through 5. It'll continue again from the 24th through the 26th for 6th through 12th graders. The Neosho Job Fair today attracted a diverse range of employers and job seekers from the community. Job seekers had the opportunity to engage with employers, submit resumes, and explore potential career opportunities. The job fair provided a platform for networking, showcasing the region's commitment to fostering employment opportunities.
We have members that are looking for employers all of the time, and it's just an easy way it's a one-stop shop for all of our members to be able to get into one room, and it's free to the community to come in and meet with employers and see what potential jobs are out there for them.
More than 18 companies participated in the event, representing various industries such as healthcare, manufacturing, and technology. A little later, Webb City's Theron crowd stays undefeated after a weekend bout.
Well, our temperatures are going to warm up a little bit more over the next few days. We're going to check that out coming up. Well, it definitely turned out to be a nice Monday for us today. After a great weekend, we had fantastic temperatures, quite a bit of sunshine, and much of the same for us today. Partly to mostly sunny skies, those cumulus clouds kind of popping up across the region. Allergies, still spring, kind of high. We're in that kind of moderate to high range on a scale of 1 to 12. Today's a 9.4 out of 12. Tomorrow's going to be 9.3. And the main allergies are the grass and the hickory across the region. Temperatures right now, we're sitting at 76, Nevada 75. In Neosho, Miami's at 77, Pittsburgh at 75. Everybody mainly into the mid to upper 70s. And we don't have much in the way of humidity. In fact, if we look at our dew points, we're kind of sitting in that 50 to 55 degree range. So if we pull out the dew point tracker, that makes it feel refreshing to pleasant. You don't want to get the dew points up there, and that's when it starts feeling super humid outside. Partly cloudy skies, some mid and upper level clouds, 75. We have a south wind at about 5 to 10, or southeasterly wind. Throughout the evening, we slide back through the 70s, 60s. Eventually, we'll drop back into the upper 50s later on tonight, but not a whole bunch going on. Pretty much clear skies on the Missouri side. You have these cumulus clouds in southeastern Kansas, parts of Oklahoma. You can see a wave out to our west, and this has been producing showers, thunderstorms, some severe weather once you get down through the panhandles of Oklahoma and Texas. This is mainly going to slide south and east, so it really won't affect us. But you can see this little weak upper level wave. But as we get through the next couple days, we'll get a little bit of moisture in here, so at least some chances for some scattered thunderstorms by the time we get into, well, even a very slight chance tomorrow, Wednesday, and then also on Thursday. But we can't get any big storm systems in here because this big upper level low is kind of sitting across the eastern third of the country, the southeastern parts of the U.S., and that kind of blocks the pattern up. Good news is it keeps our severe weather chances on the down low, and we still get some scattered thunderstorms in here. All right, let's step through the next 60 hours for you. We drop back upper 50s for you later on tonight. We do have some mid and upper level clouds increasing again for us tomorrow. Mid 70s by noon. I think most of us will top out right around 80 degrees. Now you can see a little spot shower trying to pop up. Most of you will end up staying dry. Clearing out tomorrow night. Overnight lows near 60. Let's go into Wednesday afternoon. Some spotty pop-up afternoon thunderstorms, especially on the Kansas and the Oklahoma side. So we are going to have these out there as we get into Wednesday, and then as we go into Wednesday night, lose the heating of the day, then those showers and a few thunderstorms will be gone. All right, 80 tomorrow. So a nice day. 81 on Wednesday. Again, a few pop-up thunderstorms over the next few days. I would say our best shot is Wednesday into Thursday. Look at the weekend. 76 Saturday, 80 on Sunday, Memorial Day itself, 82 with a pop-up thunderstorm, but a pretty good holiday weekend setting up for us.
And a lot of people will be getting out and about for the holiday weekend, so that's good to see.
Yes.
Thanks, Doug. Hey, don't forget, you can be the first to know about the day's weather with the KOAM Skywatch weather app. Get severe weather updates sent straight to your phone. Best part is the cost. Absolutely free, doesn't cost you a dime. It's available in the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. KOAM Skywatch weather app. Still ahead, Webb City and McDonald County baseball square off tonight for a district championship, and Columbus softball prepares to head to the state tournament for the first time since 1999. Jacob Leonard has that and more up next.
Well, tonight is championship night for the Class 5 District 7 baseball tournament in Southwest Missouri. The Webb City Cardinals meet the McDonald County Mustangs tonight in Neosho for the district title. Now, these are the top 2 seeds in the bracket. The Mustangs are the top seed. The Cardinals are the 2 seed. McDonald County actually beat Webb City 6-3 in the regular season. That game just getting started in Neosho. We'll have highlights from this one right here tonight at 10. Well, this week is state championship week for high school baseball and softball in Kansas. We have 9 local teams still alive for state titles, 5 on the baseball side, 4 on the softball side. The Columbus Titans are one of those 4 local softball teams still fighting for a state title. Now, they're in the Class 3A state bracket for the first time since 1999. The Titans faced Rossville in the first round on Thursday. Now, this Columbus team definitely battle-tested. They won the CNC regular season title for the 2nd straight year. They just knocked out defending state champion Frontenac in one of the toughest regional brackets in the state.
We have almost the toughest regional in Kansas for 3A, and I just think that seeing that competition, Girard, Frontenac, like all those teams that are matching up to us, like it prepares us a lot for what we're going to see at state.
We've played the hardest teams in the state in our own regional, and so I feel like we're just ready to go out there and we're ready for anything, you know, just whoever you throw at us, we're ready.
We always say it, and you know, people around this area always say it, but I truly believe that, you know, we have the best league in the state, and you know, this area is tough with softball, so I think it helps prepare us.
We have a pair of local softball teams competing in Missouri in state semifinal games today. In Class 2, Mount Vernon hits the field against Fair Grove. They move on to the state championship game. The Mountaineers win big 13-2. They move on to play in the state championship game at 11 a.m. tomorrow morning. Now in Class 1, Jasper faces Concordia in the state semifinals. In that one, Jasper falls 10-0. But the Eagles have to turn around and play for third. And that game was right after that semifinal game. Jasper faces Ellington for third place in the Class 1 bracket. Eagles fall in that one 13-4. So Jasper finishes 4th in the Class 1 state tournament. Finally, a little boxing here. Webb City's Theron Crouch is still undefeated to begin his professional boxing career. Crouch picked up a first-round knockout over LaMichael Williams Saturday night in Neosho. I'm not going to say easy work because I've seen what happens when you say that, but it was quick work. 1 minute, 11 seconds. That's how long it took Saturday night. Crouch now 5-0. You can check out more highlights from Saturday's fight night in Neosho on our Facebook page. Well, that's a look at sports. We're back with more news right after this.
Here's a look at what's coming up on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. How some Joplin residents are honoring those who lost their lives in the Joplin tornado exactly 12 years ago. Plus, a class hosted by a Humane Society in Kansas is teaching people how to give their pets CPR. And some tips for women to fight unwanted weight gain during menopause. Those stories, a lot more. It's coming up tonight on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. In the meantime, if you have the opportunity, you might want to get outside and enjoy this beautiful evening.
Yeah, it looks fantastic. Temperatures sliding back through the 70s, 60s, eventually into the upper 50s later on tonight. 80 tomorrow, 81 Wednesday, a few hit and miss storms.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you right back here for KOAM News at 10. Let's make it a great evening.